Hello friends, welcome back. In last video we have seen the linear combination of atomic orbitals. So based upon that video, in this video we have to see the various combinations of atomic orbitals. So the types of combinations of atomic orbitals. The different types of combinations of atomic orbitals are: the first one is the SS combination of orbitals, second one is the SP combination of orbitals, third one is PP combination of orbitals, the fourth one is PD combination of orbitals, fifth one is a DD combination of orbitals, and the last one, that is the sixth one, is the non-bonding combination of orbitals. Okay, so these are the total 6 types of combinations, and based upon this we have to study the various combinations. So the first one is the SS combination of orbitals. So as the name suggests, there are two S orbitals, they undergo combination. One S orbital combines with the another S orbital. So when S orbital of one atom combines with the S orbital of other atom, this forms a sigma bond, and hence it forms the sigma molecular orbitals. So as there are two S orbitals, we get the formation. As there are two S orbitals, we are getting the formation of the two molecular orbitals. Two atomic orbitals converted into two molecular orbitals, and the two molecular orbitals are bonding molecular orbitals and the anti-bonding molecular orbitals. So we are having the one S orbital combined with the second S orbital, both are having the plus sign. Then it results in the formation of a larger resultant, and that larger resultant is known as bonding molecular orbital, and it is having a symbol sigma. Whereas when one S orbital having a plus sign combines with the second S orbital having a minus sign, that means here they are having the opposite sign, then what will be the resultant? There will be a repulsion between the opposite signs, due to which we are getting the formation of the molecular orbitals, and this is the molecular orbitals in which there is a repulsion between the two atomic orbitals. Due to their repulsion, there is a formation of a straight line in between them. That straight line is known as the node, and that orbital is known as the anti-bonding molecular orbital, which is having symbol sigma asterisk. So when two S orbital, which is having the two atomic orbitals, the two atomic orbitals will be converted into two molecular orbitals. One is the bonding, another is the anti-bonding. So this is called as the SS combination of orbitals. This is the first type. Then let us move to the second type, SP combination of orbitals. As the name suggests, there is one S orbital and one P orbital. There are two atomic orbitals. Two atomic orbitals will be converted into two molecular orbitals. Out of the two molecular orbitals, one will be bonding, another will be non-bonding. Another will be anti-bonding. One is bonding and the second one is the anti-bonding. So S orbital of one atom combines with the P orbital of other atom. This combination takes place only when the lobes of the P orbital are pointing along the axis joining the nucleus, and in this way there is a formation of the sigma bond, and hence there is a formation of the sigma molecular orbital. Okay. In case of the SP combination, the lobes of the P orbital should be pointing along the axis joining the nuclei, and then only the combination is possible. So based upon this, when we are having the one S orbital which is having a plus sign, which undergo combination with a P orbital, the P orbital, such that the lobes are pointing along the axis joining the nuclei, and that P orbital is the PX orbital. The S orbital and the PX orbital, they undergo combination, and then we are getting a larger resultant wave. There is a overlapping of the same sign, and hence it is called as the bonding molecular orbital, which is having the symbol sigma. Whereas again we are having the one S orbital which is having a plus sign, which undergo combination with a PX orbital, but the combination is between the different signs. H is having a plus sign and PX having a minus sign, and due to their combination, as they are having a different sign, there will be formation of the node, and the resultant will be smaller, not larger. So we are getting the formation of this type of structure in which there is a formation of a node. Node means there will be the repulsion between the same sign, and hence it is called as the antibonding molecular orbital, which is having a symbol sigma asterisk. Okay, so in sp combination we are having the either same sign. Due to same sign, it is formation of bonding molecular orbital, and when there is a combination between the opposite sign, plus sign and the minus sign, it is called as the antibonding molecular orbital. Okay, so this is the sp combination of orbitals. The third type is the pp combination of orbitals. Again, one p orbital combines with the another p orbital. Two atomic orbital, there will be formation of two molecular orbitals. Out of the two molecular orbitals, one will be bonding and second will be the anti-bonding. So, the combination of p orbital of one atom with the p orbital of the other atom is called as the pp combination. But here, as we know that in p orbital, between two p orbitals, they either join along the nucleus or the axis of the nuclei, or they undergo lateral or the sidewise. That means there is either the formation of the sigma bond or there is either the formation of the pi bond. So the combination of pp atomic orbitals produces two types of molecular orbitals, and the two types of the molecular orbitals are sigma molecular orbital when the orbitals they are joining the nuclei, and the second one is the pi molecular orbitals when there is a lateral or the sidewise overlapping. So we are having the first type formation of the sigma MO, sigma molecular orbital. So let us first consider the combination of two p orbitals, both of which have lobes pointing along the axis joining the nuclei. When the lobes they are pointing along the axis joining the nuclei, then it results in the formation of the sigma bond, and hence due to formation of the sigma bond, the MO, the molecular orbital forms are known as the sigma molecular orbitals. This again produces the bonding molecular orbital and the anti-bonding molecular orbital. It is shown as we are having the px orbital, and we are having the second orbital, again a px orbital. We are having the two px orbitals which are having the same sign, and the lobes are along the axis joining the nuclei, and due to their combination we are getting a larger resultant, and that larger resultant is known as the bonding molecular orbital, and it is having the symbol sigma, and for the px orbital it is written as sigma px. Whereas again we are having a px orbital, it undergo combination with the another px orbital. But what is the difference? They are having, in the combination they are having the different sign. One px orbital is having a plus sign, another is having a minus sign, and when they undergo combination, what will happen? There will be a repulsion due to the opposite sign, and due to repulsion there will be formation of the node, which is shown as like this. So there is a formation of a node, and such type of orbitals they are known as the anti-bonding molecular orbitals, and they are having symbol sigma asterisk, and for the px orbital it is written as sigma asterisk px. Okay, so this is the formation of the sigma MOs. We are having the second type in this formation of the pi MOs. How the pi MOs are formed? There is a formation of the pi bond. How the pi bond is formed? When there is a lateral or the sidewise overlapping, then it results in the formation of the pi bond. Okay. So now consider the formation of the two p orbitals, both of which have lobes perpendicular to the axis joining the nuclei. When the lobes are perpendicular to the axis joining the nuclei, it results in the formation of a pi bond. Hence, lateral or sidewise overlap of orbitals results in the formation of the pi bond. And as there is a formation of the pi bond, the molecular orbital forms are known as the pi MOs. So, as there are two atomic orbitals, there will be formation of the two molecular orbitals. The two molecular orbitals will be pi bonding and pi anti-bonding. Okay, which can be shown as we are having the one px orbital. It undergo with the overlapping with the second px orbital. Both are having the same sign. They undergo lateral or the sidewise overlapping. And then we are getting the larger resultant. The plus sign are towards the same side, minus sign are towards the opposite side. Again there will be the repulsion between the two opposite sides. But there is a larger resultant, formation of the larger resultant. Hence it is called as the bonding molecular orbital, which is having symbol pi. Whereas when we are having the px orbital, which undergo overlapping with the another px orbital, but here they are having the opposite sign. When they undergo combination, then there will be repulsion between the opposite signs, and due to repulsion the positive they are separated and the negative they are separated, and this separation is across the nodal plane, and hence this is called as the antibonding molecular orbital. This antibonding molecular orbital is having symbol pi asterisk. Okay, so we are having the formation of the two molecular orbital. One is the pi, another is the pi asterisk. Okay, so let us move to the next point, that is comparison between the sigma MOs and pi MOs. Sigma molecular orbitals and the pi molecular orbitals. So first is the sigma molecular orbital, second is the pi molecular orbital. In case of the sigma molecular orbital, we can say that they are formed by the overlap of the lobes of orbitals pointing along the internuclear axis. So when the lobes of orbitals are pointing along the internuclear axis, they form the sigma bond. Whereas pi MOs are formed by the overlaps of the lobes of atomic orbitals perpendicular to the line joining the nuclei. So when the lobes of atomic orbitals are perpendicular to the line joining the nuclei, it results in the formation of the pi MOs. The second point of difference is, in case of sigma MOs, the electron density is concentrated between the two nuclei, while in case of pi MOs, the electron density is zero between the two nuclei. The third point, all sigma BMO are symmetric and all sigma ABMO are unsymmetric about the internuclear axis, while in case of pi MOs, all pi MOs have no symmetry about the internuclear axis and all pi asterisk MOs are symmetric. So these are the points of difference. Let us move to the next type of combination. The next type of combination is the PD combination of orbitals. So as the name suggests, there is a one p orbital and one d orbital. So the combination of p orbital of one atom with a d orbital of the other atom is known as the PD combination. So again, as there are two atomic orbitals, they result in the formation of the two molecular orbitals. Out of the two molecular orbitals, one will be bonding, another will be anti-bonding. Generally, in case of the PD combination, Py and Pz orbital of one atom overlaps with the d orbital of the other atom, which results in the formation of the pi bond. The lateral overlap of atomic orbital produces the pi bond. Okay. This type of combination, that means PD combination, occurs in bonding of the compounds of transition elements and compounds such as oxides and oxyacids of phosphorus and the sulfur. Okay. So we are having the first orbital, which is a px orbital, which undergo overlapping with the d orbital. The d orbital is the, suppose, dxy. So we are having the combination of the px and the dxy. Now here in this combination, in the overlapping, they are having the same sign. So in which we are having a resultant. That resultant will be a larger resultant. There will be overlapping between the plus sign and the minus sign. So we are getting the formation of a nodal plane between the opposite sign, and that orbital is called as the bonding molecular orbital, which is having the symbol pi. Whereas the second case, again we are having the one p orbital, it undergoes combination with the d orbital. But what is the difference? In this case, they are having the opposite signs. Plus and minus combination, minus and plus combination. So due to overlapping there will be repulsion between the opposite sign, and due to repulsion there will be formation of the node, which can be shown as, so we are having this type of repulsion between the opposite sign, which results in the formation of the nodal plane, and this is called as the antibonding molecular orbitals. These antibonding molecular orbitals, they are having the symbol pi asterisks. So in this way we are having the formation of pi and the pi asterisks, bonding molecular orbitals and the antibonding molecular orbitals. The next type of combination is the d-d combination of orbitals. That means one d orbital under overlapping with the another d orbital. So the combination of a d orbital of one atom with a d orbital of the other atom is called as a d-d combination. Again, as there are two atomic orbitals, results in the formation of the two molecular orbitals. One is the bonding, that is called as the delta, and another is the anti-bonding, that is called as the delta asterisk. The formation of a delta MO, delta molecular orbitals, takes place by the overlap of two dxy or two dx square minus y square atomic orbitals. Okay, that means in this combination we can use either two dxy orbitals, or we can use the two dx square minus y square atomic orbitals. These delta MOs have two nodal planes along the molecular axis. So we are having the two dx square minus y square orbitals. So these are the two dx square minus y square atomic orbital. They undergo combination and we are getting the resultant like this. And in that resultant there is the overlapping of the positive positive, negative negative, again negative negative, and the positive positive. This is called as the delta molecular orbital. Okay. So this is the formation of the delta molecular orbital. In the similarly we can form the antibonding MO, that is called as the delta asterisk ABMO. Then the last type of combination, the non-bonding combination of orbitals. What is the non-bonding combination of orbitals? The orbitals which do not have any proper symmetry or which are lower in energy, they are known as the non-bonding orbitals. So the orbitals which do not take part in bonding are called as the non-bonding molecular orbitals. Why? Because these orbitals of atoms are either low energy, very low in energy, or they are not of proper symmetry. Hence they are not used for bonding. So they are called as the non-bonding molecular orbitals. Some of the examples, some of the combinations are, the first type of combination is when we are having the 1s orbital and it undergoes combination with the py combination. Now if you see these two orbitals, they do not have proper symmetry for the bonding, hence they are forming the non-bonding molecular orbitals, which is called as the NBMO. The second example is we are having s orbital which is having a minus sign and a px orbital. Again there is a combination between the minus and the plus sign. They do not have proper symmetry, hence results in the formation of the NBMO. And the third example is we are having the p orbital, that is the px orbital, it undergo combination with the py orbital. Again they do not have proper symmetry, hence it results in the formation of the non-bonding molecular orbitals. So these are the various combinations of non-bonding molecular orbitals. Okay, thank you for listening and watching my video. Thank you.